Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome to a video that is going to be going up today, February 9th, because I don't actually have any game footage at all. So yeah, this video I'm going to be talking a bit about generally what my thoughts were on Battlefield Hardline off of the, I think I only played like 4 hours of the this most recent beta. But I just want to talk about some of the things that I liked and disliked about it. Let's just start with the dislike, which isn't too much I can really say about it, since the only map I played on was Dust Bowl, and the only game type I played was Conquest Large. And I personally did not really like that map, Dust Bowl. I feel as though you seem to die very quickly, period, in the game. So that map being as open as it is makes it a pain to really do anything once you start getting shot at. So all in all, I personally am not really a big fan of that map. I don't think it's that great of a map. So if I do decide to go and pick up the final release, I'm probably going to personally avoid that map like the plague. But that's really the only thing I actually have is like an actual dislike of it. I do have some things that I did like, however. If I can get to my loadouts. One thing I definitely like is that you buy attachments now. So rather than needing to go and get like 20 kills to be able to purchase, or to be able to unlock an attachment, you just have to go and get like a certain number of kills, and then you can buy attachments, which I personally kind of like that idea. Although the in-game UI doesn't really indicate that you need to get a certain number of kills before you can buy things for certain attachment slots, or at the very least I didn't see anything in-game actually informing you of this. Hence the reason why I am assuming that that's the case, and if that is indeed the case of the game not telling you this in the actual in-game menu or the in-game UI, it'd be a good idea for them to go and actually set it up so that it does tell you this, because this is something that people will, generally speaking, want to know. Do they have to get 90 kills to get an angled grip, or do they only need to get, I don't know, 5 or whatever? How many kills do you need to get to unlock a certain attachment slot? That's something that people are going to want to know. There's another thing that I did like, which was the fact that you're actually able to walk up to your teammates and hit your interact button, which generally speaking I don't think many people are going to change it. And it'll allow you to take health and ammo off of them. Now, granted, I'm not quite sure if taking health and ammo off of them will require that they have a first aid pack. I don't think it really says. Okay, well, actually it says here, anyone carrying a first aid pack can be interacted with by a teammate for healing. So I guess the person has to be carrying a first aid pack, otherwise your teammates aren't able to walk up to you and grab health, or if they're walking up to an enforcer to get ammo, the enforcer has to be carrying an ammo box, otherwise the person's not able to go and get ammo. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, so yeah, that actually explains it a little bit more. So yeah, okay, so so many so's in that last like 3 minutes or 3 seconds. But that explains it. So it's going to be much easier now, actually. But I don't, like I said, actually have plans to necessarily pick this up on release. I will probably pick it up maybe shortly thereafter, after release, assuming that I like the game, or I like some of the things that I see. So I'm gonna have to, well, when it comes, I mean, when does it come out? What? March? I think that's when it comes out. Let me try to check this. March 17th. Okay then. Well, that's not happening. I'm probably not picking it up in March. Maybe in what? April? Yeah, April. That's probably when I will go and pick it up, if I do decide to pick it up. Because for me at least, March isn't going to really work because I'm going to be picking up Grand Theft Auto 5, more than likely. So that's the way that's going to end up, well, pretty much working out. Also, actually want to note that towards the, well, maybe not necessarily towards the end of the year, but content is going to be at least a little bit affected, either a little bit later in this year or early next year, because some of the content that I upload, I'm going to really need to try to finish off before I upgrade my system, which is going to be an inevitable upgrade. However, granted, it's not like a full-on upgrade of the system. It's just more of a OS upgrade to Windows 10. However, since upgrading to Windows 10 is only going to allow me to keep my personal files, so things like my documents, my photos, my videos, and things like that, I'm going to have to make sure I proceed through the process of backing up a lot of my saves, my preferences, my templates for things, and so on and so forth. So, and then I'm going to have to reinstall a bunch of applications. So there may be a point either later in this year or early next year where there's basically no content because I'm going through the process of a sort of like mass upgrade of all my, or reinstalling all my software after the OS upgrade. Okay, no, actually I only played like 2 minutes actually of, or 2 hours of Battlefield Hardline. I thought I played a bit more than that, but nope, only just a little less than 2 hours. But yeah, so like I said, content either towards the end of this year or early next year. Honestly, I'm thinking more than likely it's going to be early next year. But I'm going to end up maybe having like a month. Probably not going to be an entire month, but there will probably be like that first like full week of that month, more than likely, is essentially going to be me spending time trying to go and upgrade all of my software, or reinstall all of my software after upgrading to Windows 10. I don't actually have plans to do it like I don't really have plans necessarily to do it this month or this year. Realistically speaking, I'll probably end up actually doing it in 2016. If there's any bugs that are reported with Windows 10, I'll be able to figure out about them prior to installing it. And Microsoft will have hopefully had time to go and actually fix them. So, yeah. But I'm going to end the video here. So, as always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. And until then, goodbye and farewell.